What up, guys? I'm Zombified Weasel, and I will be playing Amnesia. Here's the thing. I plan on playing The Dark Descent, A Machine for Pigs, and Rebirth. I will not play Justine because I don't like it. I have never been able to beat it. I just don't like the permadeath aspect of it. It's stupid. It's stupid. I can do everything except the water part with the suitor. I just can't go fast enough. I can't figure out how to keep him back. And I don't feel like having to do everything over again just to get to that point for another chance. It's fucking retarded. So, fuck Justine. Well, anyway. What's in my eyeball? I have to turn down that volume too. Ah, please tell me I can. Oh my god, I can't? What? Oh, that's stupid. I swear there's an option for it. Maybe it's in-game. It was loud as hell in my ears. Whatever. Well, obviously I'm playing normal. I'm sure you've all seen people play this on the computer. Not me. Cancel!
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
Oh, my achy. What happened? Who am I? What am I? Wake up, damn it! Oh, I hate that effect so much. Can't I please turn down the volume? No? What the fuck, fictional? I could swear there was a... Ooh. I could swear there was a tinderbox over here, unless they moved it in the update. Because I remember taunting my ex-friend about that, because I knew it was back here. I guess they moved it. Now, you should know by now, I have pretty bad ectophobia. Just like Daniel. However, I never really thought this game was scary. The atmosphere, sure. The atmosphere has gotten to me before. Those are, developer commentary. I'm not gonna touch them. No point. Guess we're just gonna have to go deaf here, huh? That is so loud. But if I turn it Actually, wait. Forgot I could just turn it down on my headset. I swear, I guess they moved it. Because people are too stupid to go look back behind them. I don't know. I don't know why. But I swear to God there was one over there, and I apparently never found them all, because I never got the trophy. Which is strange. I don't know, that's what they ever had with. I don't have a fear of mannequins, so. I can't tell what that is. I never thought this game was scary, honestly. Having now said that, I'm gonna eat my own words, I bet. I would have had a face cam for this, but I don't have one. And I wouldn't know how to do that with a PlayStation anyway. Oh god, it's dark. Stay calm. It's not that bad. Besides, Daniel's got real good night vision. Wish I had night vision like that. God, when I first played this, I was really hesitant opening these up because I was so used to seeing custom stories just jump scare the shit out of players for looking into a closet. Really douchey if you ask me. But you didn't ask me, so I guess, I don't know. Wait. I could use that. A witchy broom. There was nothing in there anyway. I just like breaking glass. Meh. It's satisfying. Probably wondering, would it be much harder to do that on a console? No, I think it's easier. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember hearing those footsteps. I tried getting my friend to play this. Would you get out of fetal position? Are you? I tried to get my friend to play this. He only got so far and he didn't ever want to play it. Even though he wanted to. He just never felt like playing it for some odd reason. Hi. I don't know about him, he's a dick. You wanna know what he did? Why I hate it? Whoa. Why I hate him so much? We knew each other for 10 years. We met in 2011 through my friend. He I guess was playing with him on Modern Warfare 2. So we clicked fairly quickly. We had good times. I can't remember when. I think maybe a year or two later. I don't remember. I got grounded over the summer. I don't remember why. And during that time, he sold his Xbox. For what I was told, he sold his Xbox so he could play with his friends on PS3. And he got a job at Pizza Hut. That's what I was told. Eventually, one of my other friends, who's now an ex-friend, was able to get me back in contact with him. I come to find out he didn't sell his Xbox for that reason. He sold it because he couldn't afford to keep it. He couldn't afford to keep the online. And it was free with PS3. And he did get a job at Pizza Hut. That was true. Years later, we were sporadically talking to each other, not all the time. Like 2017, I think. Come to realize we both had Discord. I only had just gotten it the year prior. For, yeah, that's not scary. For the purpose of the whole mod debacle. Which Sony died down, you know. So we were to talk much more frequently. Because we used DeviantArt, but he didn't really talk that much on it, and Skype, but again, he didn't use it much. But Discord he used a lot. So, moving on, eventually he got a PS4 so he could play with me. Again, we could play for old time's sake. I had just gotten a boyfriend, and we were both supportive of each other. He was still looking. And eventually he found one. 2019. Got the lantern, by the way. And the beginning of January of 2019. And I was supportive of him. And he started shunning me more and more for her, which at the time I was kind of a jerk about that. I'll admit. And he was getting frustrated with how I was acting, which I admit I was an asshole the first time. That's on me. But well, it's on me. I didn't really realize the first, well, I'll say the first couple of months you'd want to be together. Because you're just so in love with each other. I get it now. But that one was on me. We kind of split after an argument. But in my defense, I only got to talk to him like 3 hours out of a week. He was on the phone constantly with his girlfriend. And they saw each other 4 times a week every week. Take it as you will. I feel that was a little unfair. But whatever. So eventually I convinced him to get... But here's the thing. 6 months prior to that, or no, 3 months prior to him getting a girlfriend, he promised me if he found a new apartment that my boyfriend and I could move in with him. Then he turns around and just tells me for the past 6 months he never wanted to be my friend. Okay. Because you were so interested in me moving in with you, what the fuck? He is a liar. I didn't know I could get in that. He's a goddamn liar. It's pathetic. I try to keep my promises. He always makes excuses of why he can't keep it. So... We end up splitting ways for a bit. A good half a year. I eventually was able to convince him to give me another chance. And we made some ground rules. I would give him more space, which... He had plenty. Thing of it is, he was usually made as a scapegoat for the reason why he didn't have time to himself. When it was her. But during this second chance, he became more comfortable with not muting his mic when he was on the phone with her. To which I even asked my brother about this. Why we couldn't just be all at once. Because my brother's friend and his girlfriend do it all the time. Shadow never gave me an answer. All she said was that I'm loud and cursing and... Okay, she can put on the earphones. For that matter. Her parents don't even speak English. They're Vietnamese. So what's that matter anyway? As far as cursing, he claims he never curses in front of her, but that's bullshit. He totally does. I've heard him. Sometimes he forgot to mute his mic and I could hear him. He would curse in front of her. So no, he's a liar. Well, he just didn't trust me in front of her. Which, ow. Thanks for the benefit of the doubt, friend. Like, we're supposed to be best friends and you can't even be asked to give me a chance. Like what? I'm not the type to say, ooh, you bitch, ooh, fuck you, I hate you. No. Like, what the hell? So... yeah. We try again.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there'll be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Yeah, I'll get to that in a moment. I'll just stick in this room here for a minute. The story won't be much longer. Hang on, another light over here. So we try again. We laid down some ground rules. I was to give him space. He was to quit ditching me in the middle of matches and stuff like that. Because we'd be in the middle of doing something. Phone would ring, he would fucking leave me. Like, what the fuck? Rude much. However, he would break that rule, like, pretty quickly. And then claim... Like, the original rule was, if we were already doing something, he wasn't supposed to ditch me. But he changed it. No, then he immediately changed it. And I called him out on it. Saying, no, that meant if we were at a mission or something. No, not at all. That is not what we agreed on. And he would keep changing that. And I'm just like, whatever. But as that time went on, I could see... I was starting to see her true colors. She doesn't love him. She's using him. I could tell that immediately when he told me she wanted a dog because she wasn't feeling like she was being loved. Because apparently she doesn't feel like her family loves her. She lives with a big family. I don't... As well as she overworks herself. And Shadow, frankly, doesn't care. Because she's supposed to be going to therapy and taking medicine, and she doesn't. And Shadow doesn't care. He acts like he does, but he really doesn't. Like, I see her true colors. She'll burst into his house unannounced. Like, she forced her... Seriously. After they got this dog, she wanted immediately to make a TikTok with... Because she seems to think she doesn't make enough money. Which, between them both, Shadow assured her they have enough. Which I think he does, I don't know. But she wanted to make money off of TikTok. The only reason she wanted the dog in the first place. Matt wasn't even able to frickin' take care of him. It was all hectic. On top of that... on top of that... it just became more and more apparent that she's just using him for her own game. She doesn't put out for him at all, from what he's told me. And he will flat out deny this, even though he told me that. The most he can get out of her is kissing. This is what he told me. I don't know why he would deny exactly what he said. I don't understand his... He's obsessed with her. She doesn't love him. This is his sixth girlfriend, by the way. And apparently, supposedly he knew her from school. They had been friends for like 14 years or something like that. That's what he said. If that's the case, why did he not try her first? His explanation was, oh, timing. Okay. If you didn't before, and you went through 5 other girls, why suddenly would things change, and like almost immediately? What the hell are they talking about? Oh. Something I just got. Ignore me. See, I don't understand him at all. He claims I don't know how relationships work. I've only been in 2, and I don't even really count the first one. Because the first one was only infatuation, I didn't know better. He even went as far as to call me an autistic fuck. Autistic crippled fuck. And he laughed about it. He laughed about that fact. He tried to brush it off as a joke. Uh-huh. And he can't take a joke himself. If I ever joke about something, he always immediately gets offended. I have other friends who could take a joke. One of the things I like to do with my friends is bounce insults back and forth. As a sign of trust, because we know the other don't mean it. And I feel like if I can do that back and forth, you're a friend. I don't know, because we do that and we laugh about it. And I'm getting my buttons mixed up. And he can't. He always gets so offended. Like the smallest of things. Like, hey Shadow, you dumb. Wow. What? Yeah, he'll dish it out, but he can't take it. Like, okay. Our last argument, I was trying to watch him play Days Gone. No, I'm not gonna let's play that. That'll take for fucking ever. I was trying to watch it and we were having issues connecting with the share play. But anyway, I was waiting for him to get on. And I saw him... What was I playing? I was playing something on my Switch, I think. And I got the notification that he made a party. So I went to get on. And while I was waiting for things to boot up, I was asking him if he saw my new profile picture on Discord. It was a Trico. Something in my ear. Trico from Pokemon. And I sent him the full picture, but I didn't notice the message he sent while I was looking at the picture. Because when I got on, and I joined his party, he wasn't there. And then I looked, and he said he's going to eat, get something to eat with his mom. And I thought, okay, fine. For some reason, during the time he kept getting offline, online, like 12 times. And then he came back, he actually got in the party. He immediately muted himself, which meant he was on the phone with his girlfriend. At this point, I'm just furious with him blowing me off all the time. Because a few days prior to that, she told me he was going to be on at 7. And I said, no, that's the time she always calls you. And he's like, we'll see. What do you know? He wasn't on at 7 because of that. Don't promise me shit you're not going to do. Which he constantly did. And then he tries to blame you, like, oh, you forced me to do this, you forced me. No, I didn't. We can't trust you because you shut up. Seriously, that day, his girlfriend, I'll get right back to that in a moment. That day, his girlfriend burst in wanting to do the TikTok thing with her dog. He didn't want her to. He wanted her to go home. But she came anyway against his wishes. And we were in the middle of racing Ocarina of Time. So he had me wait. Which I was fine with. Whatever. It was taking a while, and I didn't want my GameCube to overheat for being idle. So I was trying to message him several times asking if I should wait or if he would come back or what. Eventually, he told me, I have something to tell you, but I'll do it in person. He told me he doesn't trust me. He didn't want to say anything because he's afraid I'd get angry. All I wanted to know if he was coming back soon, or if I could just shut it off and wait. Because I didn't want it to overheat or break or anything. That's all I wanted to know. I wouldn't have gotten mad. He doesn't give me the benefit of the doubt. I told him I felt hurt. Not like he cares.
Alexander, is it
But yeah.
inside the castle?
He refused to give me the benefit of the doubt ever.
Bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have.
I can't remember what I was saying prior to that.
What did you call it?
Days
The
gone.
inner sanctum. My
Oh, yeah.
most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery.
So,
In
I'm
fact,
angry now.
It lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
So he gets on, he mutes himself, which he's not on his phone with his girlfriend. I'm now pissed. I'm sick of his bullshit by this point. So when he unmutes himself, I let him have it with both barrels. Months and months of frustration I needed to vent. He asked me if I was done. I asked him if he was done being an asshole and giving me the fucking shaft all the time. He makes a fucking joke saying it shouldn't be him giving me the shaft, it's his my boyfriend who should be giving me the shaft. And I'm like, really? You're gonna make a joke right now? Asshole? And there he continues trying to play. At one point he said something about his girlfriend working in something. I said, wasn't it her that wanted more hours? He's like, no, her mom wanted that. Like, that is not what he originally told me. He told me she wanted more hours. Because it's always, oh, you didn't hear me right. No, you don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. You just don't know what you're saying. He flat out told me, because he was trying to console her, in quotation marks. Because he was trying to get her to stop overworking herself. And told me the reason why, because she wanted more hours. From her mom, she works at her parents' store. And the shit she pulls, it's no wonder she went through so many jobs. She can't hold a job. The only reason she has a job now is because it's her parents. Because the shit she pulls wouldn't fly in an actual workplace. Because she's on her phone talking to him. Then she'll... You can't have a dog at a workplace. Unless it's a service dog. She got this dog. No one is able to take care of it. Shadow had to partially move out to her house to alternate going back and forth because apparently his mom can't live on her own, and he never elaborated why. So now he has to travel back and forth Because she just had to have this dog. She's using him, as I said it. He can't get his life together. His life is split apart. He willingly abandoned his mother for her. He outright admitted this. He said he never saw my text. There's an issue with that, because he also said he called his mom. But if he had called his mom, he would have seen the text, because it would have been on his lock screen. So he's a flat-out liar. Which I've said before, he's... So the last thing we argued about before we split for the second time, and most likely final, it was that same day. What ended up happening is, I thought we had gotten the shared way to work, but no. So I gave up when I went to Resident Evil 8. But I will do that game. I look forward to it. It's fun. It's good. That happened. And then he went to talk to his girlfriend like normal. And around 10, I have to take a synthetic thyroid hormone because I have hypothyroidism. And I can't eat for 2 hours after and 30 minutes prior. I messaged him telling him at around 11:30 I'm going to make a pizza. Whether or not you're back. He's like, oh, what can you do at 11? What can you do now? I'm going to be back at 11. I'm like, he would just complain about that when he does that to me all the time. And now I'm angry. Because he knows about my medicine. He usually reminds me. He was like, oh, did you take your pill? Like, yep, just took it. You would usually remind me about that, even though I have an alarm for it. Strange. But, yeah. And I replied snarkily, well, you wouldn't have to be back if you weren't controlled by... Well, how do I phrase it? You weren't controlled by toxic pussy. Because their relationship is toxic, and I explained pretty well why. Because he's an obsessive simp, and she does not love him, she's using him. There's no mutual love. If she did, she wouldn't do the things she does to him. He claims I don't know the full story. No, I get the whole story. I'm sorry. You're not hiding much, dude. But, along with that, back to what I was saying, I said that, and he didn't reply. He didn't reply for that whole time. Comes 11:30, he's still not there. Or sorry, 11 o'clock rolls around, he's not back. Which I knew he wouldn't be. 11:30 rolls around, he's still not back. But I go to get up, and I notice he's starting to text me, and I'm like, I don't want to hear it. Just get your ass back here. I'm not repeating what he said. I'm going to paraphrase it. He basically told me I have no life. He basically told me I have no life. I don't have a relationship. And I don't know what I'm talking about. He didn't just insult me, he insulted my boyfriend too. Sent me over the edge, but he left the group chat before I could even reply. He doesn't have a leg to stand on. His life is in shambles because of her. I know how relationships work. Mine might be long distance, but we're making it work the best we can. We're not even that far away from each other. Hell, I just realized Shadow's a hypocrite. He told me, when he thought he was bi, like I suggested, he and I could try to be together. He said he doesn't do long distance relationships. She lives 2 hours away from him. And he lives 2 hours away from me. Hypocrite much? But yeah. At least with my relationship, there's mutual love. And he's only saying I don't have a life because I can't work. That's the only reason why he's saying that. And all I'm saying here is the truth. Because it's all from his mouth. And if anybody would be would want the proof, well, half of it was verbal, the other half is lost in the group chat that I'm no longer in because I left it too. I would be glad to give it if I could have it. Like I admit, the first time we split was me. That was me. I was a jerk. Second time, it was all him. I tried being patient with him. He's a jerk. He's a jerk he doesn't deserve. He doesn't deserve friends. He pushed all his friends away. He's pushing his mother away. That kind of scared me a bit. He's just a piece of shit. That's why I no longer... We're not friends. That's what he did. That's why I'm so bitter about him. Like, and my boyfriend. My boyfriend, he flat out told me when he first met each other that he thought Shadow was an asshole. I didn't believe him. So when this shit went down, I told him that I was sorry I didn't believe him. That he was right. Oh, Shadow also said that he was tired of me judging his choices and whatnot. He did the same thing to me all the time. Hypocrite. Also, I wasn't judging him. I was trying to help him understand that he's in a toxic relationship. Because it's very obvious to everyone else but him. Seriously. Before the first split up, my friends didn't believe me. The second one, they finally believed me. Like, I saw it early on, and nobody believed me. And then, that happened, and, oh, I'm right. Like, I'll admit, I don't know everything about relationships. I couldn't really... As far as straight goes, I don't know. And to be fair, the girls I went to school with weren't all that pleasant. usually cheated on their boyfriends and then claim they cheated, but then it turned out they were the cheaters. Either way, enough about that. This episode is a shit show. I am so sorry. But tune in next episode. I'll right back to Amnesia, okay? See ya, guys.